This is Matt Walsh with your Minute with the Mayor for Friday, June 5th. I've heard from multiple citizens by phone, by email in response to photos that were in the Nopperville online earlier in the week showing armed citizens taking up defensive positions on Pottawattamie County Courthouse property. There have been some back and forth on this topic between local Facebook posters and yesterday a regional print publication and radio station contacted the city requesting interviews after these photos went viral. For purposes of clarification on carrying guns, Iowa is a shall-issue state. An Iowa carry permit is technically a permit to carry weapons and is not limited to firearms. It allows open and concealed carry of any kind of weapon as long as that weapon is not otherwise illegal to own in Iowa. Again, these firearms can be carried openly or concealed. In other words, the individuals in those pictures weren't doing anything that wasn't in full legal compliance with state law as was passed by the Iowa legislature. Let me clear up some Facebook confusion. These particular armed citizens weren't walking the streets of Council Bluffs. They were stationed at the Pottawattamie County Courthouse. Obviously, officials from the county were aware of their presence because one of the pictures showed them talking with 4 uniformed Pottawattamie County Sheriff's deputies. Whether this civilian security group stationed on county property had explicit approval from an appropriate person of authority, or they were operating under some implied authorization referenced by the sheriff's deputies allowing them to continue to occupy courthouse property, Pottawattamie County taxpayers should be concerned. Our police officers and sheriff's deputies are professionals who receive comprehensive training at the Iowa Law Enforcement Academy prior to becoming sworn officers. And they also receive ongoing training throughout their law enforcement careers. They have on-the-job experience which they can rely on to help them deal with a variety of situational analysis. Competent judgment comes into question when untrained, uninsured, and heavily armed civilians are allowed to provide security detail for public property. If an incident had occurred and someone had been injured, the taxpayers of Pottawattamie County would likely be looking at a 7- or 8-figure civil lawsuit. Many times decision-making comes down to weighing the options. On one hand, taxpayers could have to pay several $1,000s to replace some broken windows. On the other, they may have to pay tens of millions of dollars to settle a punitive lawsuit. I want to update you on the COVID numbers. The total number of confirmed positive cases currently is 342. Confirmed positive cases include people who have tested positive or have an epidemiological link to somebody who has tested positive. 134 of those positive cases are currently self-isolating. 6 are in the hospital. And in the last 2 days, we had 2 more citizens pass on. Again, these people are not just statistics. They are individuals who have family and friends who mourn their loss. Potentially family and friends who may have infected them. And so we caution you to use the health protocols that we've prescribed from the beginning. Wash your hands, sanitize hard surfaces and doorknobs. Stay home when possible. Social distance 6 feet. I'm happy to report at least 184 of the 342 have recovered. Again, the breakout now is male cases 181, female cases 161. The vast majority of people are between the ages of 18 and 60. By no means is this pandemic over with. We ask you to be safe, stay healthy, stay strong. That's your Minute with the Mayor.